So I have a book that's in the top 10 favorite of all time for me, called The Way of the Superior Man, right? And in that book, there's a chapter, one of the most important chapters, I'd argue, called Turn Your Lust into Gifts, right? And it basically talks about turning your lust and the energy you get from lust into a positive, and using that energy to make yourself better, more artistic, more creative, instead of just dispersing it in the way people usually use their energy towards lust, you know what I mean? But learning more about the world and how the universe works, you can turn more than just your lust into gifts. You can turn anything that's wrong about you, any imperfection that you have, anything that you feel makes you less of a person, can make you more of a person if you turn it into a gift. I can give you an example of like somebody who was a class clown growing up, never really fit in, always got bad grades because they played too much in school, but then ended up becoming a stand-up comedian, making millions of dollars, or not even if they don't make millions of dollars, they'll still be able to turn their imperfection into a gift. Somebody who has gluttony, who struggles with eating a lot of food and feels like that's an imperfection of theirs, they can turn into a great chef. They could be a food taster, help people set up their restaurants and promote their restaurants, create content around that, because this whole new age is just based around content anyway. Everything is content now. But you can turn anything that's imperfect about your life or about yourself into a gift. I think that's honestly what we were meant to learn and what we were meant to do from the beginning. Instead of like trying to get rid of bad habits and trying to judge other people for bad habits, learning how to make them into things that are actual gifts to the world is just as valuable, just as powerful too. Some people aren't meant to be somebody else's standard of perfect. Does that make sense? Like, sometimes somebody else's perfect is drinking and smoking every day and making content around that, and some people's perfect is waking up at 6 a.m., meditating, eating just raw fruit. That's their version of perfect. Everyone has their own version of perfect. Everyone has their own version of success. But if we limit perfection and success to one thing and make it uniform, people are gonna step away from themselves, and people are going to hate themselves, because eventually they're going to realize it's never going to be done. Like, you can never run away from yourself. You can never change yourself to somebody else's standards ever. But you can add on to yourself infinitely. You can add on to who you are. You can build on who you are. You can give the gift of who you are entirely with your perfections or your imperfections. I think the last thing I'm gonna say is, obviously, thank you. I started with 0 subscribers, and now I got 18. So I'm trying to get to like 24 before the week is over. Y'all are awesome. And also, again, like I was saying, just because you're doing something great with your life, don't mean you're always gonna make the millions of dollars from it or get all the recognition for it. Sometimes you can live a great life without getting millions of dollars and millions of fans, you know? It doesn't always have to be one way. Like I said, success is not a uniform thing. Happiness is not a uniform thing either. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. I think I basically just wanted to say, like, all your vices, like if you smoke and drink you can turn that into a gift too by whenever you're high and drunk, you can make content around that. You can give the gift of yourself no matter what. Lust, you can make it into art. You can make it into creative music, creative art. You could draw the things that you lust over. Gluttony, you can make content around tasting different foods, and you can make content around tasting restaurants' foods to give them more business. If you have vanity, you can start a clothing brand. You can become a model. You can boost other people's clothing brands. You can become a content creator. If you have anger, uncontrollable anger, get into MMA. See how long that anger lasts. But you can turn every imperfection about yourself into a gift. If you're lazy, laziness is one of the best gifts you can have, because if you're lazy, you're forced to be more creative and forced to find more creative ways to be lazy. So let's just say, for example, you're lazy, you don't want to flip the light switch, you don't want to get up and flick the light switch. That's why we have clap operated lights, voice operated lights now, because someone was so lazy they didn't want to get up and flip the switch. You can turn every imperfection into a gift. Greed, if you're greedy, okay, you can turn that greed into a gift too. I forgot what I wrote down in my notes about greed though. But, I forgot. What did I write in my notes about greed? Greed for money. I may have to cut that part because I totally stumped myself and forgot my notes. But the general point about it is, oh yeah, greed. You can make content surrounding how to make money in different ways of making money, in the study of money, in the study of wealth, and studying people who were wealthy in the past. If you really have greed like that, you can turn that into a gift to the world. You have so much greed, okay, study money, study wealth, and give that gift to people. Give your greed as a gift. Give your lust as a gift. Give your pride as a gift. Give your anger as a gift. Give your laziness as a gift. Oh crap, I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for 18 subscribers. Hopefully I can get to 24 by the end of the week. I love y'all. Thank you. I think I basically said everything I need to say. Bye. I just remember while I'm still out here making a video, this is something that's already been going on forever. Like, if you look at the most lustful people on this planet, the most prideful people on this planet, the most angry, vanity-based, lazy, sloth type of people on this planet, they're all also the most successful people on this planet, because they learn how to turn that negative energy into a more powerful energy. Literally. Look at all the creatives in music, most lustful people on earth, the most vain, prideful people, most famous models, laziest people, the greatest inventors, most gluttonous people, food tasters, making content around boosting restaurants. This is not just stuff that I'm making up. Like, this is real. You can turn everything that's imperfect about yourself into a gift to the world. I think that's what we were all meant to do, instead of like trying to force perfection on ourselves by someone else's definition. I'm getting a tan. Bye.